Giselle officially has the best mobile coverage in Guyana. Be it in Aishalton or in Etteringban, we got you covered. Giselle, better together.
On top of the hour.
Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 FM.
Oil spill damage. With the news at this time, my name is Joshua Van Sleckman. Good evening and thank you for joining us. The World Bank's recent findings on Guyana's poor handling of the oil and gas sector and the fact that some 6 lawsuits have been filed against the state to force it to adequately protect the environment against possible oil spill damage are all indicators of weak policy and highly questionable management of the petroleum sector, the Institute for Energy Economics and Financial Analysis has said. The international agency, which monitors and assesses energy markets, trends, and policies, indicated in its most recent writing on Guyana's petroleum sector that the fight to protect the environment from oil spill damage is ramping up as the government has failed to release the details of the ExxonMobil ESSO insurance policy, while a recent oil spill at Eliza 2 has made the potential danger even more realistic. The body reminded of the quote-unquote one-sided 2016 production sharing contract governing the exploration and development of the resource has several provisions benefiting the consortium to the detriment of Guyana. Head of the controversial gas-to-energy project, Winston Brassenden, was a no-show yesterday for a panel discussion at the Guyana Basins Summit, currently being hosted at the Pegasus Hotel and Corporate Center, Georgetown. Brassenden was slated to be a part of the discussion on the $2 billion project that included a question and answer segment. He was expected to be the lone local representative. However, the investors who came to Guyana for the seminar were forced to speak to other foreigners in his absence. Brazilians, Venezuelans, Trinidadians, and representatives from other countries stood up to question various aspects of the pipeline to be built by ExxonMobil, as it regards the natural gas liquids NGL facility and power plant aspect to be developed by the government of Guyana. Stakeholders were turned away with no answers. Meanwhile, residents of Santa Rosa Village, Moruca Region 1 on Tuesday accused their Tuchao of being involved in corruption during a protest. The Region 1 residents decided to protest after the Tuchao, Travis Stanley, reportedly failed to give an account for some $9.5 million he allegedly received from the government for coffee farmers. They were reportedly motivated to take protest action against him after a letter was published in one of the daily newspapers claiming that no attention has been paid to the allegation of corruption in indigenous communities. The letter was penned by Mervyn Williams, a member of the opposition, and he made reference to the allegation made by the Santa Rosa residents that Stanley cannot give account for the $9.5 million granted to the community by the government to fund a coffee project. Williams wrote that the funds were reportedly deposited in a bank account and the village council were given control of the monies to manage it in the best interests of the residents. Meanwhile, on the back of a $7.5 million loan from the World Bank, the government, through the Ministry of Health, intends to use part of the proceeds to procure 3 ambulances. During the latest opening of tenders at the National Procurement and Tender Administration Board, It was revealed that the ambulances are one road ambulance and two off-road ambulances. Two companies, Massey Motors and Car Clean Enterprise, have submitted bids to supply and deliver the vehicles for the ministry. The Guyana Revenue Authority's Law Enforcement and Investigations Division instituted 10 charges in the Georgetown Magistrates Court yesterday against Rams Logistic Guyana Incorporated for false declarations. GRA said its investigation determined, among others, that during the period of 2021 to 2022, the company made several untrue declarations. The Revenue Authority said the move to the court is in keeping with its mandate to ensure that there is a level playing field for legitimate businesses and the collection of revenues. It also urged individual companies involved in any such illicit activities to cease and desist from and bring their business into compliance with the nation's tax, trade, and border laws. Meanwhile, Rams has refuted the claims by GRA. We had previously reported that the Law Enforcement and Investigation Division was probing Rams Logistic Guyana for abusing blanket tax waivers granted for the importation of goods to be used by Stabroek Block Operator, ESSO, and its subcontractors. In other news, the Alliance for Change has proposed a $100,000 across-the-board hike in salary for teachers, and leader of the opposition Aubrey Norton said the mental well-being of teachers should be a matter of urgency as Guyana joined other countries in celebrating World Teachers' Day on Wednesday. Norton said one of the immediate challenges today is to recognize that they are not only expected to deliver the curriculum or impart knowledge as we commonly expect, but they are required to also function as advisors and more recently counselors. According to him, it is therefore imperative that our teachers too needs advisors, counselors, and more particularly a clean, comfortable, and caring work environment. And with that, we've come to the end of your evening newscast for today, Thursday, September 6, 2022. Allow me to remind you that you can get the full details of these stories and much more by picking up a copy of the Kaieteur News at a newsstand near you for just $100 Guyana, or head across to our website at kaieteurnewsonline.com. I am Joshua Van Slyckman. Thank you for joining us. At 19 hours 20 this evening, we are slated to bring to you Guyana's
Want value for your advertising dollar? Then place your ads on Kaieteur Radio's newscasts. Streamed live on 6 different mediums, reaching hundreds of thousands. Advertise today and watch your dollar grow. Call us on 225-8465 or 226-8210 today.